So today's the day after a couple of years of hardly really going anywhere, to be honest with you. I get to go to a card show. I'm so pumped. I'm going to take you guys with me. Got a new apparatus to film in front of me while I'm digging through some box, making some deals. Hopefully it works out pretty well. We'll see. So we'll see you there. Alright, so for this show I'm going to be looking for some deals on soccer. I think soccer is due for a huge bump in price very soon, especially some Erling Haaland. I don't have any rookie cards of him, and I think he's just going to be a huge stud for a long period of time. Skills are pretty amazing. So that's the soccer roundup, and then definitely some 2021 Topps baseball rookies. I did get some out of a mega box, and I'm going to hang on to those. I think it's a pretty good set for the amount of rookies that are in it.
It wouldn't stop beeping in the car.
So that's probably my biggest take on baseball, is just looking for the 2021 Topps stuff if I can get it for a good price. And then next would be, of course, anything Favre, and Favre in bulk if possible. Maybe buy out a couple dealer boxes, whatever, if that's something I can do, or at least find some good deals on some stuff that I need or can flip, since that's the area of market in cards that I know the best. And then the other thing would be looking for some football, because it's the lowest price time of year for that sport. I think basketball is getting a little inflated again with the playoffs coming up and such. So I'll be looking for quarterbacks that I believe are underpriced. I think Gardner Minshew is going to come back and start, and he might have some good deals. Drew Lock. I'd really like just PSA Prism graded cards of those players, because that's by far the easiest thing to flip, and the first thing that goes up in price when modern players go up in price. So that's my motivation for that one. But anyway, the quarterbacks would be Gardner Minshew, Drew Lock, not Lamar. I still think he's a little overpriced. Obviously anything I can find on a deal for Mahomes. Mahomes is a long-term hold. And then I'm trying to think of the other quarterback. Oh yeah, Jalen Hurts. I think he's going to have a pretty good year, being the Eagles head man again. And yeah, that's the quarterbacks.
The white fat stacks, dead presidents, cash money.
Gotta have cash. Like big conventions.
All right, so we finally made it, and we're heading on our way in. This is at the Grand Meridian in Appleton, Wisconsin. Got my buddy Jason with me, as you can see here. Nice place. They have quite a ballroom set up here. I've been here before, so I knew it would be a pretty good sized space to do this at. So we'll see, if it's busy, if there's a lot of dealers, if people are here. And so the first table when we walk in has wax, which of course catches your eye first thing, because you never see it anywhere anymore. But I wasn't really here for wax. I knew it would be mainly retail, overpriced retail.
I know, right?
So fun to look at and see what's out there, but I didn't purchase any wax at this show. So this dealer had a lot of Pokemon stuff, some retail wax, and then some Funko Pops. Now the dealer on the other side is actually where I made my first purchase. So you'll see us digging through some of the Packer box here, looking for Brett Favre stuff. Now, I realize in this video my camera isn't pointing down far enough to really film the cards in front of me that I'm looking at. So this is what, like I said, this is the first time I was recording with this chest apparatus. I will adjust it for the next show to make sure that I get better recordings of what's going on. And that's why I'm doing the voiceover. The microphone actually worked really well with it. You can hear everything I'm saying throughout the entire show, but you can't really see what I'm doing, so I decided I would voice over on here and actually let you know what's going on. So in just a second here, I will show you the first cards that I'm looking at picking up. I did get them on camera. So I didn't have anything spectacular. Prices were fine. You know, for looking at the first dealer inside the door, was pretty satisfied with pricing. You never, I haven't been to a show in many years, so you don't know what it's going to be like.
2021 baseball instead.
But it all seemed like stuff I could work with.
That's nice. I'll take that for $2.
At the end of this video, I'm going to show you in order what I found at each of these
I was hoping to come up with a little pile
booths that I made purchases at.
Strike a deal.
So you'll get to see the cards and the prices and everything that I paid in closer detail. So what I did find in this box,
not that I found, did you get
should
through
see
all
them
these?
popping up in just a second here. I did find some 1992 Packers Police Brett Favre's, which is considered a police rookie card if you want to look at that, or consider it that. So you can see I just had one on camera there.
Blank back?
But what's interesting about the ones that he had was they're all blank back. Normally there's a sponsor that's printed on the reverse side. And so I'm taking it out, looking at some corners and stuff. I didn't buy a true mint one because honestly I've never seen
I don't even know if that's a real
the card with a blank back before, so I don't know if it's been copied or what. It looked pretty legit.
I'll see if he'll take 5 for the 2 of them.
Like color-wise and stuff, it didn't look like it was just run on a printer or anything, but and it was cut right. It's cut to the right size, so
These are all blank.
I figured I'd pick one up and see what I think of it and do a little bit of research on it, and then maybe at the next show he'll be there, and because he had 4 or 5 mint ones that were more than double the price, so I might pick those up too if I feel like that's something that I can resell.
Are those in better shape? I assume that's why they're 10.
But I picked up the one, and then I picked up a Donruss insert that was the green parallel, matching the uniform, so you can kind of see the 2 cards in my hands there.
Can I see one? I don't have my glasses on now.
There's some more of the
I gotta wait until they
92
I gotta wait till
police.
they warm up.
Just thumbing through the mint ones, trying to make my decision here if I want to spend up on the mint ones. The mint ones were $10, and then the one I got that had was more near mint was $4.
Kobe inserts and stuff?
No, they're a mixture. There's some Jordan.
So like I said, I didn't know much about the card, so I went with the $4 one for now.
Inserts. This is going to be all basketball.
He had some wax too. Here's the second dealer that I spent some time with a few minutes into the show. A newer dealer. We spent a lot of time talking about card shows and how to get involved in card shows, doing
I haven't been to a card
dealer
show in
stuff,
probably
and
20 years.
we talked about the National, going to the National, doing some in-person greeting at the National, and just going to some of the parties and hanging out and meeting a lot of people. He had asked about the phone mounted on my chest, what that was for, and I said, well, I do a YouTube channel, and found that this was going to be a good way to try to record my experiences at the show. So he had gotten a kick out of that. But yeah, real nice guy. He's fairly knowledgeable and just had a lot of questions on how to experience.
It's not very expensive to get in.
I'll show the size of the National and How do you need to be there every day, that kind of thing.
Collector, like, super registry or whatever.
So we
they give us a
talked for
dinner one night and
10-15 minutes. And the reason I included this in the video is because I think that's what's most important about card shows, is getting out, seeing some other people, talking about experiences, making some contacts. You know, I told him what I was into, that I collect FARF stuff, and he said, hey, I'll keep my eye out. If I see anything good at the show, or you know, I can pick anything up that, you know, you might be interested in. So it's great to have a connection. I'd really like to get some business cards or something made with my YouTube channel on it, because this is also a great way to promote your channel and your content by meeting people and then letting them know, hey, you know, this is going to be part of a video on YouTube. You might be interested in watching the content.
You know, that's when you can really dollar box digging and all that. That's when you hit the home runs. So there's that, and then
I was impressed with the show. Everyone wore their masks. Everybody stayed as well distanced as you can at a crowd type gathering event. And everybody's real respectful of space, and the dealers had plenty of space behind their table. They could take a break and step back away from people to take drinks and do things like that. So we weren't, you know, really on top of each other. However, this show has grown quite a bit. I talked to another dealer who was here at the first one. I think they started these about a year ago, doing a monthly. And he said it was like 5 tables the first month, and there was maybe 20 people who came. And now there's probably 50 tables in there, maybe, somewhere around there. And I mean, there was people in there the entire time we were in there, shopping and stuff. So there's probably maybe 100 people in there milling around at any one time as well. So
yeah, and I got some big cards.
You can see growth already with that. Lots of young people, lots of kids.
So I'm gonna grade in person. And I did that last time.
You'll see that in a little later in the video here. A couple of kids that were actually running a table as well.
It's probably gonna be like $100 a card. Yeah.
Brings me back to my roots. I used to do card shows, buying table space and stuff when I was 10, 11, 12 with my cousin. Shout out to cousin Ryan. And we loved doing that. We'd buy packs and we'd sell singles, and it was just a fun way to participate in the hobby and sell some stuff you didn't want and that kind of thing. And of course, pick up stuff you do want.
You go pick up your cards graded and you're done. But you have no shipping, you don't have to worry about the insurance.
So yeah, it was pretty long chat, but a lot of good content. He had, like I said, he had good questions, I had some good questions, and we were able to really talk about, you know, the current and future states of the hobby, and how much fun we're having with it, and how we want to participate in as high a level as we can for a long time.
Like cubicles set up for graders and stuff, and they just grade all weekend long. But I mean, it was crazy 2 years ago. I stood in line for probably 2 hours just to drop my stuff off. I don't even know what it's going to be like this time, so we'll have to.
2 hours later.
Alright, so moving on, I ran into this dealer who was on the back side of the room. He had a lot of encased cards, so some were graded, but he had a lot of like sticker sealed cards, if you will, and had some E-Tops FARF cards, and that was kind of one of the things on my list to pick up, because they are expensive when you try to get them shipped due to the thick slabs, and you don't even see them that often. E-Tops was kind of a strange little electronic card program that they did years ago, and you could get the card printed on demand and have it sent to you. So when they went under, that's basically what happened. All of them got printed and sent. So I've been trying to pick up a few here and there that I don't have. And again, you'll see at the end of the video what I did buy. I bought 2 E-Tops cards from this dealer. Got a pretty decent deal on him. He's a nice guy, real quiet. Sat quite a ways back from the table. But yeah, so I was really happy with that purchase. So this was kind of fun as I was making the last turn in the first lap of the show floor. Right around the right side corner here, there's a couple of young boys running a table, and you can see mom and dad are there too. Dad's got his own table, but the boys were excited. They were having a lot of fun, making some deals. I was really hoping I would find something at their table. I really wanted to give them some business. They just didn't have anything that I needed. But luckily, Jason had found something from them that he wanted, so he was able to make a deal with them and you know, give them some success at the show.
Those are tough to find.
The next deal I made was with this gentleman. He had a lot of just like Packer stuff, is the best way to put it. So he had like towels and coffee mugs and some posters and but what brought me over to the table was Jason had found the chip shots, which are the little poker chip cards that came in the first and 10 packs playoff set. So and they come in different colors and stuff, so I came over to take a look at those and didn't have anything I needed there. There you can see more of the stuff on the table there. I did have a big pile of stuff under the table of stuff somebody bought. It was more like, you know, Packer home barware type stuff, which I don't really buy any of that. I'm not actually a Packers fan, just a Brett Favre fan, so none of that really appealed to me. However, once I saw this stuff here, I caught wind of, you know, he had a little box of cards. They weren't well organized. I didn't expect to find anything great in there, but actually my best purchase of the day came out of his little box of cards, and he was more than willing to strike a deal. He really wanted all this stuff gone. So I don't know if it was just things, you know, sitting around in his basement, he didn't want any more or whatever, but gave me a good bundle deal on the cards and threw in a couple of nice freebies that you'll see at the end of the video. And my very last purchase was a couple cards that I was looking for at the show. I picked up a Derek Jeter 96 Select, and I picked up a Fernando Tatis Topps Holiday Rookie. I really wanted to grab something Tatis. I believe he is going to be a monster this year. Didn't want to pay for high-end stuff. I'm not that interested. I just wanted a good, solid rookie at a really steal of a price, and I managed to find that, so I did pick that up.
I hadn't seen anybody sell the stuff.
That's the end of the show. You can see where the phone's sitting on my chest. It's got this weeble wobble movement to it, but yeah, we're leaving now and heading out to the car. So let's take a look at what we got. Okay, so here's what I picked up at the show. I did find a few deals and was able to combine some cards together to get better prices than the stickers. I found a couple cards I hadn't seen before. So all in all, a pretty productive show. The first one, we saw this at the very first table as I walked in the door. Picked these up. This is the Legend Series Parallel, the green Parallel. So again, you know, uniform colors and everything. Like that one. And then another 92 Police Rookie. This is a blank back. So this would have been... So the way they made these was, this would have been, you know, the card printed image on all the cards issued to the police departments at that time. And then on the back, they would have printed whoever was the sponsor. So it would be like Cops Foods or Schrader Flowers or something like that. And this is the version without the sponsor printed on the back. So I picked that up. So I scored both of those. The next spot in the video at the long table, you saw I picked up these two. These were the E-Tops cards. I actually remember these from when E-Tops was an electronic card trading program. Where you could just hold the card digitally, or you could pay to have the card printed and sent out. When E-Tops went out of business, they were all printed and and sent at that time. But when you buy them online, they're rather expensive and heavy and bulky with these huge thick slabs. So I like to buy them in person if I can. And because I bundled two together, I got them for 20 bucks. So I saved a couple dollars that way too. I like these two. This first one is the Jets with the Jets. So it says only E-Tops Jets card. It's also serial numbered out of $7.99. And then this one, I just really like the photo of it. I like the refractor. It's just a nice looking card. And this one's serial numbered out of 900. The next deal I got I got a nice little bundle out of it. So I've got these 3 cards. So 10, 12, and 5, but I got all 3 for 20 bucks. And the dealer threw in these 2 artist proof, Donruss Studio 8x10s. So portrait proof on that one, and then this one is also the portrait proof version. So that was kind of nice, got those free. But these 3 were a pretty good deal. Essentially this one was free. And there's 2 different versions of this card. There's one where Meyer is the Dufek foil version, which is what this one is. And then the Brett side is just the plain foil. And then there's the version that's the opposite of this. So Meyer would be plain foil and Brett would be the Dufek. I have the other version, but I didn't have this one. So pick that up. This is the Platinum Blue. Last one of these sold for like $18 plus shipping. So good price on this. One of my favorite cards. Platinum Blue cards, I always try to pick those up when I can. They were extremely rare to pull. And the Crown Royal and the different Pacific sets were expensive and tough to obtain, the rare cards as it is. So also like the blue with the Pro Bowl blue uniform. I think it looks nice. But this was the real winner of the show. This is the Stargazing. Many of you know the Stargazing cards from basketball. I do have the base version of this where it's green down here. This is the gold parallel. It's out of 99 playoff momentum. And this was the gold numbered out of 50. Any card in the 90s numbered out of 100 or less is extremely rare with higher print runs, and this didn't do a lot of super short print stuff, so this would be considered super short print for 99. I know that's a kind of a higher numbered card by today's standards, but couldn't find a sale of this and as far back as I could go, but there is one listed on eBay for $120. So I felt very, very comfortable getting this at the price I got, especially by bundling it with the other cards. My last purchase, I really wanted to get a Tatis rookie. So I found this dealer, he had a bunch of higher end graded stuff and that, but had a nice little box of stuff that he had just individually priced, top loaded, and so I picked up this Tatis. So one of the things I like about this card is, I know this is the holiday version and the holiday versions don't sell as well, but I really like the green and the red with it, and the holly with the sideways card. I think it looks cool. I did see one at another dealer earlier in the show that wanted 15, and I was actually prepared to pay the 15, so when I found one for 10, that was a no-brainer for me. I just think Tatis has all the tools and can be huge. So I had no Tatis stuff, I wanted to pick something up. And then I combined that with this 96 Select Certified Jeter. I never really considered the 96 cards rookie cards, but my mind has been changing along with the the hobby and the investment, 96 Jeter cards are getting some investment now. So I was happy to pick this one up. And then again, because I bundled, so instead of 10 and 15, I paid 20 total. So essentially I got the Jeter for 10 bucks. Or you can look at it like I got the piece for 5 bucks. Either way, I think those were a pretty good deal and something good to hang on to long term.